So I need to tell you this. Today I'm talking all about video responses. And if it's true what YouTube reports, then your first question is probably, what's a video response? Welcome to YouTube News. My name is Kyle. This is a video series where I pick a topic that affects this very website and then I talk about it. In my mind, video responses are being removed because of that's four, Kyle. I've learned how to count. In my view, video responses are being removed because of three different reasons. The first issue is, I think, because people may not have known exactly where it was to do it. Instead of just being a button that said, upload a video response like it used to be, for the past year and a half or so, it's been click inside the text box, then the button appears where you can say, upload a video response. There's that extra step that just is a little bit more confusing than what it needs to be. Issue number two, if you're like me and just like a big bundle of hormones and nerves, then sometimes you get into your head like, no one's gonna want to know about what I think about this issue. I'll just type a comment instead of taking the time to upload it to this creator because they're not going to watch it and they're not going to care. That may or may not be true depending on the creator that you're uploading it for. At the end of the day though, all you really want is one person to see that video. And then there's issue number three, which the more I think of it is probably the real reason. Now again, there's going to be big exceptions to this rule, but I don't know of any really large YouTubers out there that are saying, leave me a video response down below and I'll look at it, or use the video responses feature in this really cool collaborative way. Let's go back to 2006 for a bit. I remember video responses being a really big thing where someone would upload a video, someone would upload a response to that video, and then the original creator would actually make a response to that response. There was that dialogue that could be formed. Again, YouTube was a much smaller community back then, but it felt like you could actually get in contact with these people that are uploading videos. There's these great little pockets of communities on YouTube, and I feel that it's sometimes easy to get removed from that. The communities are still here, it's just that we may have perhaps forgotten how to be a community. I have this sinking feeling that YouTube is getting more and more like television instead of what it was supposed to be, how television was supposed to get more and more like YouTube. If the creators on this website are not willing to go out there and engage with their audience, and they're just using it to throw up something for people to consume, we have become television, just on a smaller box. That's the doom and gloom proposition. YouTube reports that only 0.0004% of people were utilizing the video response feature, actually watching those videos. And that's just a numbers game. This is kind of the unfortunate part where YouTube is only focused on really the advertiser's needs. Because if you go to an advertiser and say, this video response feature, 4 out of every million people who come to this website utilize it, advertisers aren't going to be all that keen on actually supporting those videos, which is total and utter bunk because the video response feature really is supposed to be utilized by people who want to engage with that original upload. There's really no monetization thought process there. The saddest thing for me is that there were some key creators out there who were using video responses for really interesting and intriguing ways. Michael Buckley was using it for something called Buck Factor, where he would go out and find just really interesting vloggers and other video creators. The Vlogbrothers borrowed that idea and used it for their own Nerd Factor, which is the same thing. I think Gunnarolla had the most interesting way to engage people in his Vita this year, where to unlock his next video, you had to kind of engage in video responses. Gunnarolla also stated that being on YouTube currently, it was really like being in a relationship where the other person just keeps and continues to do really stupid shit, and you just have to pick up and leave them at some point. YouTube really needs right now is a legitimate and strong competitor. Someone that will force them to be bold and to listen to their community more. Of course, we could be freaking out about nothing. Who knows? YouTube could be replacing this with something so amazing, so revolutionary, that we're like, why didn't they just do this before? The vocal majority on the internet hates change, but there's nothing wrong with change if it's actually going to allow us to collaborate more effectively and to push this website forward. I realize there's a lot of information I'm throwing at you with very little humor or jokes thrown in, but I'm not funny anyways. In the end, it's really easy to see why people are nervous about this. This is the website that has difficulties doing the one thing it should be really good at: putting your subscribed videos into your feed. Fix the sub boxes. That's the big cheer and chant that everyone yells at, even though it hasn't been a box for how many years now? That's how long it's been an issue for. Side note, imagine if they did fix that issue. I can just imagine everyone just being like, jaws dropped, like just an open mouth stupor for like 30 seconds, and then they'd be like, but the front page, that's been broken like forever. I can't believe the gall of this website that they have no obligation to use whatsoever. See, now you don't know what side of the issue I'm on. Listen, there's going to be so many links down in the description below. There's going to be some articles down there, some videos to go and watch. My name is Kyle. You've been watching YouTube News. I'll be back here with another edition of this next Tuesday. Although Ben Affleck did just ruin my life. Nah, he'll do fine. Just surging through you, and it's just like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Shut up!